So I wanted to briefly talk about the heterophobia in society today. And the reason I'm doing this, and I'm going to be careful with what I say because I don't want people knowing too much, but a friend of mine of the Jewish faith, yes, I have friends of the Jewish faith, um, recently had gotten into some trouble because with an organization that she's affiliated with, because she had stated that she believed that transgenderism is body dysmorphia. And luckily, she did talk to me. And I explained to her, this organization does not have a right to violate your religious beliefs. Your religious beliefs that, this is against God, this is against humanity. Now, even if I don't believe this, this is the whole thing. Okay, I am more or less ardently a secular person. I believe in a separation of church and state for this very reason. Okay, because people need to retain their religious beliefs. While she was discussing this with me, it reminded me of another case of a Muslim woman that was sued. Well, actually, it was the salon that she had worked at that was sued because she refused to bikini wax a biological man. Okay? I'm not against people. Like, if an adult wants to be transgendered or call themselves whatever they want to call themselves, I'm fine with that. What I don't like is when they're violating other people's personal liberty. Okay? A Jewish person, a Muslim person, a Christian person, such as the Christian bakery that did not want to bake a gay wedding cake, these are all things that people should have the right to do. It's a protected freedom. You have freedom of religion, or at least you used to. And it's getting to the point now where it seems like everything is superseded by homosexuality and by transgenderism and by these things. And if you look at Pride Week, and I'm going to leave videos of what was going on at Pride Week to show, or Pride Month, or whatever the heck it is, but the whole thing is, see, I have friends that are, well, I don't have too many gay friends, but I do have one friend that is trans. They were born a man and now they identify as a woman, and they've had the corresponding surgeries. But the point is, they don't even agree with this craziness. A lot of it. I should say a lot of it. It's not that they don't agree with it. They believe in morphological freedom. They believe that you have the right to do what you want to your body, which I actually do too. I have no problem with adult men wanting to do whatever they want to themselves. I think that it's crazy. I don't agree with it, but it's not my right to tell somebody what they can or can't do to their body. Just like I can't tell somebody they shouldn't get tattoos. I don't agree with tattoos either. That doesn't mean that I have the right to tell somebody not to get a tattoo, or that I wouldn't date a girl that has a tattoo. Or, for example, like me, I'm a strict vegetarian. I do not eat any animal products. Okay? That doesn't mean I'm not going to date a chick that eats meat. Okay? It doesn't mean I'm not going to date a chick that might eat milk products. Okay? Or it doesn't mean that I'm going to tell people that they can't eat meat, or that they can't eat dairy, or that they can't do or they can't have whatever they're having. You know what I mean? That's not my place to say these things. And it's not the place of organizations to violate people's constitutional freedoms of religion. Whether that religion be Islam, whether that religion be Judaism, whether that religion be any number of the sects of Christianity, or what have you, Hinduism. When I worked in mental health, what was ridiculous to me was we were required to go to these breakfasts annually, these appreciation breakfasts. They're appreciating us, so we have to pay, I think it was like $20 to go in, and I couldn't eat anything for the breakfast. And I had to cancel appointments for the day because they're kind of like a surprise. They're not the same day every year. So I had to cancel a number of my appointments throughout the, for that day, which affected my productivity, I was salary, so it didn't affect my pay, but it affected the lives of the people that I should have been meeting with instead of being at a breakfast where I couldn't even eat breakfast. And I had complained, this is ridiculous. I'm not the only person here that can't eat pork products. Because at the time I was a lacto-ovo vegetarian, and they didn't have anything that was vegetarian. Like seriously, nothing except milk. I got a glass of milk. But the thing is, if I was vegan at the time, like I am now, it wouldn't have worked. I wouldn't have been able to have that milk. I would have had to have a glass of water or a cup of black coffee for the 3 hours for the waste of time. But where I worked, we had a lot of psychiatrists and other people that were Hindu and Muslim. The majority of a lot of the executive staff were Jewish, but they just weren't non-observant Jews. But the thing is, a lot of the things are these organizations violate people's rights. Now, my ethical vegetarianism, I don't ascribe to any particular religion. So I can't say it's a religious belief, although it is correlated to my philosophical outlook. But being that I don't actually adhere to a religious dogma, I can't say that it's violating my religious beliefs. But for these people that do have religious beliefs, I'm an ethical vegetarian, but it's not based in my religious beliefs. But for a Hindu that's a vegetarian, due to the whole concept of dharma and karma, to them it is a violation of their religious freedom that they can't eat things like eggs or, they can't eat things like meat, any kind of meat. Some Hindus eat some kinds of meat, but other Hindus are strict vegans. Sikhs, for example, have very restrictive diets. I've worked with a Sikh in the past. Or I'm sorry, a Jain. Whoops, I just confused Sikhism and Jainism, I believe. But my point is that some people have very restrictive diets. Some people have very particular beliefs. And it seems like the only people that have any rights anymore are homosexuals and basically violent terrorist organizations that are masquerading as civil rights organizations. And that's what you see going on, is you see a violation of people's personal liberties, which are supposedly protected under the Constitution, by a number of organizations that receive federal funding. I might add, they receive federal funding. And you also have a violation of these people's constitutional rights by, government agencies and things like that. And this is absolutely absurd. It is absolutely absurd. And that's all for this video.